You know, Disney's done a lot of changes over the past couple of years all around Walt Disney World. And there's this spot right behind me, formerly known as the NBA Experience, which is closing and actually doing a cast preview right now and going to be open by the time you see this video of a new Star Wars virtual reality experience here at Disney Springs. I'm all about it. Looking forward to the Star Wars experience, but I think it's a missed opportunity for Disney from the past. It's no secret that these different spots around Disney Springs pay a premium to be here. These vendors, whether it be Sultan, Strawberry, Deli, you name it, they pay Disney to be at Disney Springs. Think of it as rent for a spot at Disney Springs. Recently, not too recently, but within recent memory for many of us, Disney took down a fan favorite, Disney Quest. Now, Disney Quest was an indoor interactive theme park, for those who don't remember, and many guests loved it because it was the opportunity to kind of go inside, have a wonderful time on a day where maybe it's raining and you can't go out and about. This was great. I mean, I loved it. Many people loved it. And at the announcement that Disney Quest was coming down, many of us said this is a terrible idea, right? Let's leave Disney Quest where it is and do something else somewhere else, because there's lots of room here at Disney Springs. It's not like there's no space for anything. There's tons of space. But Disney decided to go ahead and create the NBA Experience. And many of us said that it probably wasn't going to work, right? We basically knew it wasn't going to work from the start, and we even said this. And Disney, said, we're going to do it anyway. And to be honest with you, I think there was a number I saw, like the NBA gave Disney like 1.5 million a day or something like that. I don't know if that's anywhere close to accurate, but it's an interesting thought experiment. And with that knowledge and the fact that it is now closed and done and it lasted for less than a year, and now it's a virtual reality Star Wars experience, which I have a feeling is going to be nice. It begs the question, why did they close Disney Quest in the first place? Wouldn't it have saved them a ton more money just to say, you know what, let's leave Disney Quest, like the skeleton, right? Let's just leave the building up, right? And then replace basically everything else inside. Or just replace like a few small things, or even just shut down 2 or 3 floors that required more cast members to keep it open and leave it open for the rest of us. It's something that Disney decided not to do. And it's a business decision that they made to say, we want someone else to pay for the building and the whole and keeping it up and all that, rather than us paying to do it ourselves. It's a different business tactic that Disney's using. And it's one that I think they may want to consider again. They may want to kind of think back and say to themselves, you know what, when we are the ones who can say, this is going to create the maximum guest experience, we can create it, right? We can make it exactly as it has to be, because they know how to make a great guest experience. They really do. NBA Experience is an example of one where it's like we all knew it from the beginning. I went to it, we had an okay time. It was fun. It really was. But would I go back or would I pay for it myself? No. But that being said, if Disney was to just change Disney Quest, right? If they had left the building as it was and just kind of basically done nothing to it, except maybe taken away the 2 or 3 rides at the top that required a couple of cast members to run it, a lot of us would still go and have annual passes to it. I would happily pay probably around $150, maybe $200 a year for an annual pass just to Disney Quest. And that'd be what I would pay. That's just me personally. Can they make that sustainable? If they have a bunch of annual pass holders who go for $200 for a year to Disney Quest, that's the big question, right? Maybe it was never sustainable, but there could have been a different number, and I think a lot of people would have been willing to pay even more than that to have ability to go into Disney Quest anytime they wanted. Maybe, $500 seems like a lot, but maybe I would have done it. I don't know. My brother would have. I'm almost sure of that, and I think there are a lot of other people who would have done that at Disney Quest, not just because it was the video game experience in the indoor interactive theme park, but because it was Disney's ability to bring that guest experience to us. Were some of the games broken? Yes. Did it need some repairs? Yes. Was the food not great? Yes. Yeah. But it could have been a lot less expensive, right? It could have been, they leave the building, they gut it, they change it to something in the Century. It would have been great. So it's just, it's interesting to see, right, where you see these buildings and they change, and then I get the Disney Star Wars experience, and I kind of took a look on the outside, and they're using the Oculus goggles to kind of make that virtual reality experience, which I'm sure will be fun. I'm sure it will be. But just think they could have done that and more, leaving Disney Quest as it was. I doubt it cost them that much to keep it running. So, just a thought, and I hope that Disney, what they do in the future, and me, when I talk about these things that I think could have been done differently. I don't like to just vent and just say, oh, this is horrible. Like, no, let's come up with a solution. I think the solution should be Disney should rethink that strategy of outsourcing the fun. That's my opinion. You know, and when I, again, think about it in terms of Disney Quest. If they had just said, you know what, we're going to hang on to this building and all the other buildings will be third party. That's fine. But one or two of their buildings could be just about family fun and they know that guest experience. I think that kind of getting back to that would be a great way to enhance the magic for many of us now and in the future at Walt Disney World. That's me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree with me, or do you think that Disney Quest was just a relic and had to be torn down anyway? There were too many problems with it. It didn't really fit in Disney Springs in the future, or maybe just the games were too old. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Or you know what, in addition to that, if you had access to an annual pass to Disney Quest, what's the maximum you'd be willing to pay for a year to go to Disney Quest? I think for me, rethinking it here, I think maybe like $300. That it's a little, yeah. I'd say that's about a year. Remember, it's a year, so annual pass. If you could have that, what would the maximum cost be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you agree with me, and if you don't, that's okay too. You think, you know, this new update will be great. I also want to hear from you, and if you think Disney's going to do something totally different with it in the future and change this building even more, let me know in the comments. Love to hear from you. A special thanks to our patrons for making it all possible, and until next time, have a magical day, and see you real soon.